Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the New Generation Football League. We are here at the Rapid City TMU Field for the Rapid City Falcons against the Jackson Crabs. I am Karl, King of Ducks, right here with Mymajc as we get ready for the opening kickoff.
This should
Now,
be a
let's
good
take a
one.
look at this Crabs roster. Travis Matthews, that star quarterback, having a tremendous season.
So is the running back for the Crabs I was thinking of.
The great quarterback receiver tandems down through history have had this kind of mental link, and these two are no different.
Peter, thanks. Now let's go to the coin toss.
Swing a Sammy. You guys ready?
All right, we are down at the coin toss.
We want tails.
I would personally choose to kick whoever
And the
wins
Falcons
this.
do choose to kick. So you were right on that one.
Crabs will defend the north goal, which means we're starting play going from right to left.
We are. And here we go for the opening kickoff of the game of the week. Ball is up. And it's going to be fielded at about the 10-yard line. Pretty solid return here out to the 28.
Very solid return. Sorry for the clipping on the audio, guys.
No, it's
We'll
fine.
get it.
It's fine.
We'll get it
All right.
straightened out.
This high-powered Crabs offense looking to get going early.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Crabs run the ball here.
I wouldn't either. It's first down there early in the game, but they're going to drop back to pass. A quick out route goes for a few yards. Quick
How
completion.
was that not picked? The corner was able to jump the...
I don't know. He must have
route, but-
made a bad play. He read the pass perfectly. He just couldn't get his hands up to defend the ball. I think Matthews got away with that one.
Yeah, I'd agree with
He
you.
was lucky that ball turned into positive yardage. Because that defensive back made a perfect play. Matthews with two backs beside him. He's going to run a play action. Drops back, pass over the middle. Beautiful completion. First down for the Crabs.
Nice shallow cross concept by the Crabs there.
Oh, beautiful. Beautifully executed. The rollout completely fooled the defense to the left, and then he just threw it right back over the right. Gained him some good yards.
I was correct on the concept there, wasn't I?
You were correct on the concept. That was a shallow cross. Oh, and a pitch goes nowhere. It's absolutely blown up by that Falcons defense.
That's what
That's
happens when you
Shoemaker on the
don't
tackle.
break contain.
Beautifully defended by the Falcons. Loss of 5 yards. That's a real demeanor to that run game. Matthews in the I formation now for second and long. And they're going to hand it off again. They're not going to gain much on this play, but there is a flag
There's
down.
a penalty here, so holding most
I don't know
likely.
what this could be. Is that a
Face mask.
They face masked there. I cannot believe that. How do you
And
do
it's
that?
only a 5-yard face
It was
mask
only
because it's incidental.
5 yards, but they still face masked on a dive play. I don't get why you would do that. He's right there. But anywho,
Exactly, I agree with you there.
they pick up a few yards, and now it's 2nd and 7 from the 44. They're going to hand it off again. This time they gain some good yardage. First down on the run.
That was a beautiful counter
That was
play
a
out of the
beautiful
split
sweep
back.
there.
The blockers were able to get to the second level and pop
Oh
that
yeah, no,
hole.
they created a massive hole for Adebawale to get through. Matthews in the I formation. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Adebawale. And they're going to gain some solid yards on that one. Into inside the 40-yard line of Rapid City.
Gotta admit, I like Jackson's drive here. Let's see if Rapid City adjusts.
Yeah, they're running the ball a whole lot. I don't know why Rapid City hasn't figured it out after this much run game. And it looks like they just learned
Speaking
their
of, it
lesson.
seems like they
Beautiful
figured it out.
stuff there. They still gained a yard, but it was a beautiful stuff. They blew up the backfield. Limited him to 1 yard.
Yep. Don't be surprised if Jackson goes to that shallow cross concept again.
I absolutely would not. I would also not be shocked to see a deep shot here, because it looks like they've only got one safety deep. But no, they're going to run it, and it's going to pick them up the first down. Adebawale really
good,
carrying this offense in this early drive.
Adebawale. That's all that is.
That was just pure strength by Adebawale. He's carrying this offense.
And as they always say, low man wins, so...
Low man wins, and it looks like he's getting the low side on that battles. And another handoff to Adebawale. This is a big run. Breaks it inside the 20. Akaji Adebawale, 31 yards already.
You got to be keying on 34 if you're Rapid City here. I don't know why they aren't.
I don't know why they haven't figured out that they're just running the ball right down their throats at this point. But they haven't, and it's working for Jackson. Matthews drops back to pass for the first time in a long while. He goes deep to the outside, and this Action Jackson offense gets it inside the 5.
That was an out route, correct?
That was a beautifully run out route by Whitstone there. You can see that cut. He just gets right in the zone's hole and just blows them up.
That might be challenged because he might have only gotten just 1 foot in.
It looked like he might have gotten only 1, but it doesn't look like Rapid City saw anything there.
And
so it's first and goal for Rapid City, or Jackson, excuse me, at the 5 of Rapid City. They're going to hand it off to Adebawale, and he's stuffed.
If I'm Rapid City, I'm selling all out on Adebawale.
I think they just did, and it paid off really well for him.
Watch this next play be a stretch play to Adebawale, because I would try and get him on the perimeter if I was Jackson here.
It's worked really well for them thus far. They're going to pass it to the outside, though, and it's going to get them to the 1.
That was the tight end,
That's Whitstone again on the out route.
That was Whitstone? I thought it was a tight end.
No, that was Whitstone. He's a big man. All right, Matthews under center. It looks like a run.
Now you run it with Adebawale.
Now they're running a toss, and Adebawale is stuffed. What a goal line stand here by Rapid City.
Why do you run a toss there?
I have no idea. It just really, clearly didn't work for them. They got stuffed in the backfield.
Who is
but it looked like
team?
they're gonna kick a field goal here. Do you think this is a smart idea from the 2?
I would personally go for it, but hey, you got to take the points here.
It is early in the game. There's very minimal risk if you don't. There's very minimal risk to taking the field goal. If this were, the 4th quarter, I would say go for it no matter what. But this is the 1st. There's no need to be too worried about missing out on a few points.
Exactly.
So Jackson strikes first, and here they go to kick it away. Rapid City to get the ball.
I'm honestly really excited to see this Rapid City offense. They've improved a lot since last season. They almost made it to the New Generation Bowl last season.
They did.
Fell just short.
It was a great season last year for Rapid City, and it's looking like it could be even better this year.
I'm thinking they're going to come out in a single back trips to start this drive.
They're in a single back, but it's not a trips. They're going to drop back to pass. They've got a man open. Beautiful catch. The defender tried to jump the ball. There was that out route again. The defender tried to jump the ball, but he was just a little bit early. He just couldn't get behind there.
I would call a quick slant pass here. Either that or go to a run.
Well, they've got 2 tight ends set down here and 2 wide receivers to the outside, so it could honestly
It
be
looks
either
like
either play
Jackson's
here.
gearing
They're
up
going to hand it
stop
off
the run.
to the running back, but it doesn't gain them very much.
If you noticed what happened on that play, Jackson pinched their defensive line in anticipation for the run. Good
They pinched their defensive
job of
line, and it
reading
just
your
really
keys,
limited that
boys.
run that was trying to get to the outside.
Good job of reading your keys, boys.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. They've got a strong set to the right. They're going to run a quick pass, and it's going to be knocked down.
I thought that was going to be picked for a second.
Courtney Paul was the intended receiver. The pass got blown up by the defensive back here. Look at that play. He just read that
should
pass
have been
perfectly.
picked too.
That was nearly picked. 4th down and 3 from your 35. I'm thinking you've got to be punting here.
Yeah. I hate to call you Captain Obvious, but that's kind of an obvious call here.
It really is. They don't really have much of another option, even though it is 4th and 3. It's early in the game, and you don't want to give up field position already. Now, beautiful punt, and the coverage is even better. No return there from that, from the punt.
The coverage was beautiful. Now let's see if Rapid City's defense can come up clutch and steal a possession from Jackson here.
Yeah, this Action Jackson offense already scored 3 points this quarter, maybe looking for more. Here's Adebawale on a handoff. He's going to break a tackle. He's into open field. Adebawale!
I think!
Down the sideline! Touchdown! What a play! Adebawale from
I called it as soon as he made
he
that
spun
first
past
guy
the
miss
defender and just burned the rest of the defense. Look at this. Beautiful spin move, faking out 2 defenders. And then he just outruns everyone. He's just so fast in the open field.
On that.
Let's give some credit to the offensive line as well for creating that hole that he could just run right through. But what a beautiful run. What a beautiful concept by Jackson. That Action Jackson offense, as I've been calling it recently.
That was an inside zone
big plays
concept
like
as
that
well.
one.
That was an inside zone concept as well.
Yeah, you don't see many big runs on inside zones. So, that was a surprising play from Jackson. And the extra point is up and good. 10-0 already for Jackson. We're still in the we're in the first quarter, and it's already looking bad for Rapid City.
Let's see how they respond here.
It's only the first quarter, but you have to think they might already need some points.
Hugo Zachary's honestly the most underrated quarterback in all the NGFL.
I have to agree with you there. And a big return. Beautifully done by the Rapid City Special Teams unit. Oh, but the player's down. Oh, nope, he's up. We're good. Brown with the beautiful return there. Gets him to the 36 already.
Brown was able to make some moves on that return and gain them great yardage.
Hugo Zachary under center now for the Falcons. They're in a strong set here, and they're going to hand it off. It doesn't go anywhere. What a play by Jackson. You can see why they're one of the best teams in this league.
And one of the best defenses, too. You know, I tried to build my team on defense this year, but it didn't really pan out that well for me. But I got a heck of a guy in Boogie Turner, so...
I mean, throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. But, pass out to the outside. Beautiful deflection. They tried to quick snap it, get it past the defense while they weren't ready. They definitely got it past me. but
And
they
that is
couldn't
why
quite
you
get
read your keys, ladies and gentlemen.
the completion there because of a beautiful read by the defensive back.
That's why you read your keys as a defensive player. You've got to know when that ball's in the air. That's why you literally hear the
Third
sideline
and
yelling
long here.
ball when
They're going
there's
to
a
throw it over the
pass.
middle, and it's a completion for a first down. There are
That
two
was a
number 89s on the field, and I'm just now noticing that. That might be a problem. But Deontay
that
Brown is
was a
the 89 that comes up with that completion.
beautiful route by Brown. That was a post, I believe.
That was a post, and he just got right where the defenders couldn't see him, and he just made a beautiful play on that ball. Zachary in the shotgun split back set. He's going to take the snap, throw it over the middle, completion. I think that's Brown again. No, it is not. Who
Rapid
is that
City
there?
loves to go in their shotgun formation every once in a while, and I
It
don't
definitely
blame them.
worked there.
Spread this defense out and see what you get.
Yep, Zachary under center. He drops back to throw it. Outside route. He's going to complete it. That's
And to add
Holmes,
to
I think
that
it
point,
is.
there's more than one way of spreading a defense out, and we just saw another one right there with that out route.
The out route seems to be really working for both teams today.
Yeah, I don't know if the corners are sleeping or if they had a
I don't
big
know if,
meal before the game and are sluggish or what's
but they,
happening.
yeah, I don't know either, but it's very clearly not helping them. Big pass on the outside. What a catch there. Was
Are
that
you
Holmes
kidding
again?
me?
That was.
He hung on to that after that hit?
Holy moly. Beautiful pass by Zachary and an even better catch by Holmes.
Holmes was able to hang on to that after that hit?
I have no clue how, but he certainly did. That hit looked violent too. Run up the middle here for Rapid City, and it's going to gain them a few. They're almost inside the 5 now. I have to
They're
think they're
definitely
going
in
to be
field
running
goal
it from here
range.
on out.
They're definitely in field goal range, but I
have to think if you're Rapid City right now,
would
you're
let
trying for that touchdown.
Zachary throw to the end zone here, personally.
Maybe. Oh,
But
they're going
no,
to
they
hand it off
decide to
to
run it.
CJ Green. He's going to dive forward for the first down. First and goal by CJ Green.
CJ Green has to be one of the most underrated backs in this NGFL league.
Yeah, he's a beautiful runner when he gets into open field.
Wasn't he 1,000? Didn't he rush for 1,000 yards last year?
I believe he did, and this one's not going to really help him there. Only a gain of 2, but I thought he got in on that run.
It looked like it to me, but the pile was too much for us to tell.
Yeah, the pile just really swarmed around him. I couldn't tell where the ball was when he got down. But you have to think they're going to be giving it to Green here as well, just to really power him in, get that touchdown.
That's what I would do.
They're going to toss it to the outside, and it's, of course, not going to work because there's not any room. The tosses have not been working for either team. As we come to the end of the first quarter, it is 10-0 in favor of Jackson.
The main reason the tosses haven't worked is because both teams are playing really good contained defense.
Yeah, the tosses have just not been going well for either team on this game, and you have to think the defenses are going to be really proud of that.
And they're going to toss it again
here.
Are you kidding me?
They tried to fool him, went for it again, and of course it got stuffed because they haven't been because the defenses have been blocking the tosses beautifully today. Now, if I'm Rapid City, I'm not taking this field goal here. I don't know what they're doing. You're down 10 points.
Floored.
You're down 10 points early on.
I'm floored. That was just stupid play calling in an area of the field where First of all, the field shrinks in the red zone anyway, so you're limited on your play call sheet anyway. But why call a toss when you know it hasn't worked for you all game?
It really makes no sense whatsoever. Now, Murray to kick the ball away. It gets down to the 10-yard line, and this looks like a good return already. They're going to get it outside the 30. This is to the 32. Great return there.
Let's see if Rapid City can make a defensive stand here.
You know, early on in the game, they made a beautiful stop at the goal line, but it really didn't help because the Crabs still got 3 points out of it. And then they couldn't hold Adebawale on that last one as he ran for a big play into the end zone. He's already over 100 yards.
McHughes is in the gun here. I'd expect a pass.
Matthews, and he's going to do exactly that.
Sorry.
Wide open! Into Rapid City territory already are the Crabs.
That literally looked like a scissors concept to
It
Randall.
looked like he actually snuck out to the outside while they were fooled by a play action. But that Action Jackson offense just really destroying these poor Rapid City defensive units.
Are you
Adebawale
kidding me,
just
Adebawale?
Adebawale powered forward for 4 yards there. He's already over 100 yards, and we're early in the second quarter. That big run really helped him there.
This guy just keeps moving forward and not stopping. Oh, there's a shallow cross concept.
That was a slant there that he threw to his wide receiver. It worked there, but they couldn't get the first down.
I'm not so sure, but we can't argue with the refs because we're neutral, so yeah.
Yeah, I also thought it was a first down, but it's very clear they're running here. They're running a toss play, and it's going to get blown up again.
Why do you run that? It hasn't worked
these
all
defenses
day.
have been automatic.
Run a dive, run another inside zone concept.
Oh, the offense staying on the field on fourth down. This is a surprising call here.
They're trying to bluff Rapid City. Expect Jackson to take a timeout here.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting them to just try to lure him off sides, but it's not looking like it's going to work. They're going to call a timeout, and yeah, they're definitely just going to take a field goal here.
Smart play.
It also takes a little bit of time off the clock, which, you know, in Rapid City's case is not a good thing. There's Cooter Jeffries talking to Matthews. He is livid about that play call, which leads you to believe that it wasn't actually his coach calling that play, but it was actually Matthews who decided he was going to call the run. But now this is a pretty decently long field goal. What is this? 48, 49 yards?
It'd be hilarious if this gets blocked.
It does not get blocked, but it's short. The field goal is no good. Jackson really needed that first down. But now, Rapid City has really great field position.
That's a huge stop for Rapid City there.
It's absolutely massive because it gives them the opportunity to get this ball into the end zone and tie the game up.
Let's see if Hugo Zachary, a.k.a. Jared Lorenzen 2.0, because he literally looks like Lorenzen.
He really does. But Zachary drops back and is sacked. He couldn't get anywhere on that play.
I just credit the Jackson pressure there.
Speaking of Jackson, it's Jackson Bell who gets in and blows up the play for a quick sack. Zachary couldn't even take his full drop back before he was in there.
I'd expect them to bring that again.
Now Zachary with a much more protective-looking offensive line. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got some time now. He's going to throw it to the outside. That's going to gain back a few more than the yards they lost. So it's third and medium now instead of, third and forever.
Keep you on schedule, but second and long isn't a situation that you want to be in anyway. So
Yeah, no, second and long was not a situation where they wanted to go to, but they did a good job of making sure they could actually manage this third down.
quad formation here.
And
And
another
Zachary gets
sack
sacked
by
again.
Jackson. Is that Jackson Bell in there again? That is not. It's a defensive lineman. Who is that? Doesn't look like we're going to get the name here. But Jackson, beautiful stop here to hold Rapid City and prevent them from making a charge to tie this game.
Did you see the number? Because I can look up the name.
I think it was 93. But punt off, and they're going to cover this beautifully again. Jackson really can't get anything going in the punt return game. Little bit of talking
Let's
smack after the
see.
play there.
We don't have a name for 93, so
It's all right. We
Just run
will
a
not
walk
know
here.
the name of the player, but he made a big play there. Now Matthews under center. Do you think they're handing it off to Adebawale? They are not. They're going to throw it over the middle. Another shallow cross concept works for them.
hey, if it keeps working, go to it.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So they're just running this shallow cross all over Rapid City, and Rapid City can't seem to stop it.
And plus, that type of concept complements Adebawale.
It does, and you can see there Adebawale gaining a few yards on the handoff. Curtis helping him up to his feet. Adebawale has really just dominated this Rapid City offense or defense early on.
It's not just him. The Jackson in general is just making really good decisions with their play calls, and the quarterback's getting the ball out quick, and
Yeah, Jackson really
doing
making
everything
some
you need him
smart
to do.
plays here. But Matthews under center here for
Sorry,
this
gentlemen, as I take a swig of water, but I apologize for the loud.
Matthews hands it off to Adebawale, and it's a short game here. Nothing major, but it's going to help them in the long run if they can keep those games up, because they're just pounding through that Rapid City defense, and you'll have to think, on one of those, they'll get another big break.
Question is, do you go for like a post pattern here to hit them deep, or
Well, they definitely don't go for a post pattern, but who is that? Whitestone, I think it is, makes a beautiful catch on an out route. Doesn't gain them much again, but they're, continuing to grind that offense through this
not
Rapid City
only did
defense.
he gain a bunch of yards on the out route, but he made something after the catch as well.
Yeah, he made the play and then kept going. Matthews under center. This looks like a beautiful... Oh, never mind. He's going to get blown up for the sack. Alex
I kind of
Perry
knew
there.
that was going to happen eventually. Rapid City likes to bring their pressures, and
They really
Perry
do.
was able to get there.
The defensive tackle on the sack. You don't see that too often.
I personally love to see it because I'm the type of person that likes to build teams from the inside out.
Big almost
And that's
got the
exactly
block
why.
there. Rapid City almost blocked it there. And a beautiful return after the play, after the punt, gains them a few more. That punt nearly went horribly for Jackson. It could have been blocked if they were a little bit faster off the edge.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Brown is going to have his punt block unit doing wind sprints because he knows they almost blocked one but couldn't get to it.
And CJ Green takes the handoff and is promptly met at the line by that stifling Jackson defense. Blood
That was the
Feaster on
rookie, too.
the rookie Blood Feaster on the play.
I believe he was their first round selection as well.
I believe so, but he's really making an impact in his rookie year. You can see it there.
Zachary's making an audible.
He's going to
Why
run a
audible to the
toss.
toss there? Oh,
I don't know
come
what
on.
Zachary's thinking audibling to the toss. They were lucky to not lose yards as Bloodfeaster was in there again.
Can we just throw the toss out of the playbook, please?
Yeah,
At
it's
this
really
point?
not working for either team. I don't know why they keep trying to run it. It really makes 0 sense.
Quad formation here. I'd look for some kind of a post pattern.
Zachary throws the post pattern, and it's complete for the first down. That's Holmes again with a beautiful catch.
Was that thing thrown behind Holmes or?
It was thrown in front of him, but it was thrown really low, which was a beautiful pass play by Zachary. He knew where Holmes could go to get it, and he threw it where only he could go to get it. Zachary drops back to throw over the middle, and it's knocked down.
That was almost picked too.
That was almost picked off. I think it probably should have been picked off. Gilbert on the deflection there. Paxton might have been involved as well.
Gilbert did a good job of getting to the football.
They really are. They see those passes coming from Zachary. He doesn't have the strongest arm, and they see him coming out. They see him throwing the ball, and they just make beautiful plays on it. You've seen it all day. Rapid City drops back, and another beautiful play. That almost could have gone for 6. Another one by Gilbert.
That should have been a pick 6. Gilbert's got to be mad with himself on that one.
2 dropped interceptions for Zion Gilbert, but admittedly, they were 2 beautiful deflections. And he's making reads on Zachary like he was a book. But
exactly.
Zachary in the shotgun here. There's Green right next to him, providing some pass protection. They're going to throw it to the outside, and is that Holmes or is that someone else? That is not Holmes.
I think it's Holmes.
That is not Holmes.
Brown.
That was Brown on the catch there. That was Deontay Brown on the beautiful out route again. These out routes, Magic, they're just working for both squads today. And I think we've seen Rapid City exploiting them a lot more than Jackson has, and it's been working for them. They've been moving the ball really well. A nice little tunnel screen here by Jackson or Rapid City gains them 7.
That wasn't a tunnel screen. That was just
or what? That wasn't a screen. That was more of a spot, actually. They just ran it pretty well to where they couldn't get defenders near him before he could have blocks set up in front of him. Gained him a few more yards.
2-minute warning just hit.
2-minute warning here in Rapid City. You know, you've been seeing the players' breath all game long. It's a pretty cold one out here at TMU Field. Do you think the players might be getting a little more wear and tear because of the cold ground they're playing on?
And plus, you got to factor in that there's going to be more running because of that, too. Because
you do have to factor that in as we see a run by CJ Green break out for a first down. Beautiful blocking here by Rapid City. You can see number 48 there with the beautiful block, just absolutely demolishing the backer for Jackson.
Nice job getting low by 48.
Beautiful work there on that block. Zachary under center here. He's going to drop back to throw. He's got a man open, but he just overthrew him, and I think he got hit as he threw it. That was intended
Holmes,
for Deontay Brown.
That was the intended receiver on that.
I think he got hit as he threw it, and it kind of threw off his angle for the pass, and he just missed wide.
He did.
As we see here, Green hyping up the team.
He threw it.
Now, if I'm Rapid City, I'm passing this ball here. You've got, and it looks like they're going to because they've got 4 wide receivers out there.
I'm going to a post pattern here.
Oh, nope, they're going to try to hand it off with Green, and that goes nowhere.
Jeez, questionable play calls up the wazoo tonight. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what Rapid City's offensive coordinator is doing, or if it's Hugo Zachary himself that's just making these play calls, but whoever's doing them is not doing a really good job. As we see a throw to the end zone, touchdown Rapid City.
I was gonna say maybe they're drunk, but
it's the other
apparently
89
they proved me
Calcutta on the
wrong.
catch.
I was gonna say maybe the play caller is drunk, but
Kevin Calcutta just made a beautiful play on that ball. As we
and
see Eddie Murray
I
here
believe that
lining up
was
to
a
take the
post
extra
route
point.
that Calcutta ran.
It looked like a post pattern, just like you said they were going to run. And it really worked for them. And another kick that was almost blocked there. You could see the Jackson defender bursting off the edge, but he couldn't get there in time.
That's exactly why it's called a post route, because you literally go to the goal post.
Yep. They call it, it's a good name for the route. And it worked perfectly there. And the game is tied now with a minute left before halftime. We're gonna see a good kick return now from Jackson. Gets them to the 29. Do you think Jackson has enough time to get this ball into field goal range? And do you think they trust their kicker after he just missed that field goal?
Well, it depends on what plays you have for the hurry-up offense in here.
They've got two backs here, so you might think they're just going to run out the clock.
I wouldn't be so sure you can run.
No, they're going to drop back to throw over the middle. What a catch!
And that was another post pattern, too.
Another post pattern, and it just... Wow, what a catch by Rashawn Randall.
Did he catch this one-handed?
No, he got it with both
No,
hands,
but it looked
he
like
just
it.
lays out like Superman to make that catch.
That was Calvin Johnson.
It really was, from Rashawn Randall. Remember that name, folks. He looks like he could have a bust-out game here.
Yeah, remember 82. He's at the top of your screen, by the way.
Yeah, you see him there. You've got Whitestone at the bottom, and they're going to drop back to pass. They're going deep, and it's knocked down. Should have been picked there. The defender had it bounce off of his face mask, and I think that prevented him from getting it.
That was intended for Randall, too.
It didn't look like it was intended for Randall. I think they had a tight end going on the
On a vertical?
On a vertical route there. They were trying to sneak him past everyone, and it almost worked. But the defender made a beautiful read on the ball. Went hauling to get back there in time. They're going to throw the ball deep. There's Randall. He's going to get it inside the 20. We were talking about how you should remember the name Randall, and he just came up huge for this Jackson offense. As Matthews rolls out, dodges a sack, and he throws the ball to the ground.
Oh, Matthews is lucky he didn't get sacked there, and he's lucky that wasn't a fumble.
He really got lucky twice on that pass play. But let's go back to Randall for a minute. He's been making big plays for this team on this drive.
He's been making big plays all year.
As Matthews drops back to throw, he's going to throw a quick pass to Adebawale, and you can see how Rapid City's just really struggling to tackle him.
Call a timeout if you're Jackson here.
Well, they're not. They're going to drop back to throw. They're going to throw a quick out route, and now they call a timeout.
Do
you think they go for the end?
8 seconds.
They've got
timeout before, so
they've got 3 seconds left.
All you have time for now is a field goal.
Well, they have 3 seconds. They could presumably go for it, but I don't think they will. I think they're just going to take the guaranteed points instead of the risk associated with and going for the end zone. And it looks like they're going to take the field goal. So a 26-yard attempt here from Jackson. He missed earlier today. And and the kick is up, and it is through. So Jackson will go into the half with the lead. Tight game here.
That's a heck of a kick by Bowman, though.
It's a really good kick by Bowen. That looked like it could have been in from 50. As we go to halftime, Rapid City made it close in the second quarter, but Jackson still ahead, 13-10.
So as we get the halftime show started, what's your opinion on this game?
You know, you can see it here in the statistics. We've got a very close game in terms of passing, but rushing has really favored Jackson thus far. And you have to think,
time of
can Jackson
11-17? Wow.
Yeah, he's been really accurate. So you've got these run games that are working completely differently for these two teams. And despite, you know, that one big run that we're seeing right here from Adebawale, they still would have led in the running game just on the first drive alone. He had 31 yards.
Exactly.
Once again, showing that beautiful catch by Holmes there. He got like spine busted almost at the end of it, but he still holds on to the ball.
That was mainly because of the route combination. Like I said when we were calling it.
I think it was as well. Now, for in your opinion, what do you think Rapid City has to do in order to win this game in the second half?
First of all, strike quick with your first possession of the second half. And just play the defense that I know this team can play.
This defense has really not been looking good from Rapid City thus far. They've been getting destroyed by that passing and by that Action Jackson offense. As we go for the second half of this game, it's a really tight one, and I think Rapid City gets the ball first, so they might have a chance to take the lead here. Yep, they do get the ball. So if they can get a score here, this is a completely different game if you're Jackson.
Exactly. Because it flips it entirely on its head.
The fact that Jackson could make it close in that second quarter really, really helps them out here. As we get the kickoff and a good return again from Rapid City. They've been having a lot of success in the special teams game so far.
Too bad it hasn't translated to touchdowns yet.
It hasn't, but it looks like it might, frankly. This return game has been really strong from Brown, and the special teams defense almost came up with a couple of blocks on kicks and punts.
I would expect a run to Green here, maybe an inside zone or a stretch.
It's not an inside zone, but they are going to Green on the pass, and it's not going to gain them much, but it's a couple of yards, and those are always helpful on first down.
Yeah, those are always helpful. It opens up your playbook a little more.
Yeah, now you've got, the short pass established. You can either take a run or you can go to the deep shot here. I think they're looking for a...
And it looks like they might go to the deep shot.
They really might.
Shotgun here. 4 wide.
No, they're going to pitch it. Oh, Green with a nice spin. Finally a toss play that gains some yards, but it's only 2 again. So you've got 3rd and 6 now if you're Jackson. You're feeling really good about this thus far because you've kept them to 4 yards only.
That was a toss, correct? Because it kind of looked like a shovel pass.
It was sort of a toss, sort of a shovel pass, but it went backwards, so it was a toss. Zachary drops back on an empty set, and he's going to get sacked. That was not a smart play call there from Rapid City, but a really beautiful play by Oscar Pride, the defensive tackle. Another defensive tackle sacked today.
And I believe Oscar Pride's a rookie as well.
I believe so. But now... You just said in the halftime show you want to get this score first if you're Rapid City. They very clearly did not get that score. So now the defense has to come up massive in order to help them now. As again,
Exactly.
this special teams coverage is limiting that run game, the return game from Jackson.
That's
Honestly,
their
they're doing better in the
only
field position game than they are anywhere else.
that's their only saving grace right now is the field position game, to be honest.
And even then, they're still starting at their own 38, so it's not like they have to go super far.
Yeah.
As they hand it off to Adebawale, he tries to make a spin move, but it doesn't really work quite as well as his last one.
Are you kidding me? This monster of a back just keeps doing it again and again and again and wearing this defense down.
Oh yeah,
Like they're
no doubt
thin
he's going to break
sandpaper or
another one
something.
pretty soon here. But do you just keep feeding the beast, or do you go for a pass here if you're Jackson?
I would go for a pass here, maybe a post pattern.
They go for a pass, but it doesn't work out. That's a sack off the edge.
Beautiful job getting pressure off the edge by Leak there.
Chrome Leak, the beautiful, just blows right past him. You can see him there. He's a big man compared to all those to the offensive line. He just
Quad
blew right
formation
past.
for Jackson here.
They're in the shotgun.
gun.
Matthews
I would
drops
expect
back. He's going to
post
throw
pattern.
here. He's going to go over the middle. He caught that? Wow.
That was triple coverage too, wasn't it?
That was triple coverage on Randall. We've been talking about Randall all game. Look at that catch. There was no window on that one, and he still made the play.
That's why you got to account for 82, because he can do stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He's an explosive player for them on that Action Jackson offense. And Adebawale, he's just grinding the defensive front down while they, bomb it over the back to these wide receivers.
Yeah, exactly. This is almost like a boxing match.
It really is. They're, they're giving him body shots over and over again. But then they'll make plays like that. What a catch again by these wide receivers. Number 11 for Jackson there with a beautiful catch. Now Matthews here on third and short. I'm thinking they're going to run it to our far side of the field, and they're going to toss it. It's going to work out here. They're going to get the first down. Adebawale with an insane 7.5 yards of carries thus far in this game. Although I think that's being boosted.
Is literally carrying this team.
Adebawale is
literally putting him on his back.
He is quite literally carrying this offense. Although Randall taking the top off the defense really is helping him out. And they're going to drop back to pass. They're going to throw it to the outside of that Whitestone again. Yeah, he's gaining all of his yards on these out routes. You can see how
these Rapid City's
out routes have been working for both teams.
Play press coverage there.
I don't know what they were thinking on the press coverage, but it clearly did not work for them.
Oh, they played press coverage there.
Matthews in the I formation, and Adebawale stuffed there. That's something you don't see all that often. He couldn't gain anything on that play. That was a beautiful.
How this game's been going.
That was a beautiful run stuff by the defensive back there. I think that was McRoberts.
I would expect Adebawale to get this ball again.
They are absolutely running this ball to Adebawale. I don't know what. Oh no, they're not. They're going to drop back to pass, and the tight end gains some good yards.
There's that shallow cross again.
The shallow cross and the deep ball have really, really ruined this game for Rapid City's pass defense as Freddie Bartram there, wide open on that quick little route.
I don't know what zone they were playing, but it didn't work.
Now you've got 1st and 10 at the 11, so you have to think Jackson, barring something massive, Jackson's going to be getting some more points here. So you have to be thinking, if you're Rapid City, we have to hold them to a field goal, so this is still a one-possession game.
Exactly.
As Adebawale stuffed in the backfield. Adebawale couldn't go anywhere.
And I've mentioned it before that Rapid City's got to find a way to stop 34, and they do there.
They most certainly did there. Now they're going to hand it off up the middle, and he
Oh
is
my
popped.
goodness, he got destroyed.
Whoa! Number 55, what a defensive play. Okafor
That's
or
a not in
something.
my house type
He
of
just-
defensive play right
He
there.
pounded Adebawale there. That was a massive hit. Now it's 3rd and long for Jackson. This is exactly what Rapid City wanted. Force them to throw they can take the short ball, and they're going to, and that's Whetstone with another good completion.
And they ran another shallow cross to Whetstone there.
They ran another shallow cross, but it didn't gain them the first down, so they're going to have to take the field goal here on 4th and 8. Now this one is a 26-yard attempt from the kicker here. And, you know, if you're Rapid City, you have to be pleased with this outcome. Frankly, you have to be pretty pleased with that outcome because, it keeps it a one-possession game.
You're definitely pleased with Bowman coming out to kick it, because if you got a touchdown, you'd be in deep trouble. Or
if they gave up a touchdown, it's almost over at that point because you're down 10 points in the late third quarter. But now, if you're Rapid City, you've got a chance because it's, your ball, only a one-possession game, and if you score a touchdown and get that extra point, you're in the lead.
Exactly.
As another great return here from Rapid City, gives them some good field position.
But can they make something of it? They haven't been able to make something of these good returns today.
They really haven't. They've been moving the ball all right, but they just stall out around midfield, and they just can't get anything going. As Hugo Zachary drops back to pass, that's a beautiful play to the out route. There's Holmes on another catch.
Do you go to a similar concept to that, but again, because it worked so well there? I would either go to an out route or a stretch here.
It looks like they're going to be running the ball with CJ Green, judging by the offensive line. They're not going to be throwing it, or they're not going to be running it. They're going to throw it, and it's going to gain them some good yards. Wow, what a run there from Drayton.
That
caught
was
a nice
like
little
another
shallow cross, I think it was.
Drayton just caught it and ran with it.
Drayton caught it and took off. He was gone. Big play there, and they're already into Jackson territory. Now you think maybe Rapid City has realized that they're in a very favorable situation here as they throw another ball to Holmes, and that's going to gain them 9 yards. So
I thought I saw Drayton open on that other side.
He was open there, but I think Zachary was looking for Holmes that whole way because he was just having good faith in this wide receiver who's been, having a good game thus far. As they hand it off to Green, this is a big run. He's going to get popped, though. They're down at the 30. This is a really good outcome for Rapid City. They are moving the ball for the first time this half.
And that is why you pay your running backs, people, for situations like that.
Now, Hugo Zachary under center. They might be there's a penalty here. This is a free play.
They drew Jackson offside there.
And I think knowing that was a free play, Green didn't go for too much because he was, not worried about it. He didn't have to go for anything. They were going to gain 5 yards no matter what.
But then again, on the other side of the coin, you go deep knowing it's a free play because you hope to get another penalty possibly on top of the offside that'll get the ball deeper in their territory.
Maybe, but you're already at the 25, so it's a good thing right now for them. As they're going to drop back to throw. I don't know what the blitz is doing there, but it's not working. As they throw it right over the middle. Is that Drayton again on the catch? It is.
Yes,
Drayton.
it was.
Having a good third quarter, Drayton is.
And that's a shallow cross concept again.
These shallow crosses are just beautiful from Rapid City.
It's
As we're
mainly
nearing the end of the
because
third quarter, it's still a one-possession game. The
it's
scoring
mainly
has really
because
slowed
Jackson
down.
is just sitting in zone and not really pressuring Zachary.
Again, with the not pressuring Zachary sitting in the zone, and it really isn't helping them, as that's Holmes getting it down to the 3-yard line.
You gotta punch it in here, Rapid City.
Yeah, if you're Rapid City and you're okay, we're at the end of the third quarter, so you have some time to prepare this offensive scheme from the goal line. And you have to be thinking it's a run to CJ Green the entire way. But as we've seen, running it with CJ Green in this red zone hasn't worked for them. I see this set, and it looks like they're going to run it. But they've also got Holmes on that outside. You might be looking for a fade here. As they hand it off to Green, it doesn't gain them anything at all.
I would go to a stretch play to Green here.
Gilbert blew up that play within the backfield immediately.
Stretch play to Green here.
Yeah, they're definitely running it here. Unless they, decide to do some wonky play action, try to fake it to the fullback. They are going to fake it to the fullback, but he can't get it out. He's going to get sacked. Oscar Pride, 3 sacks on the day. He is going off at that defensive tackle position. Now, if I'm Rapid City, I'm at the 8-yard line. I'm throwing the ball here, and it looks like they are. They've got an empty set. They're going to throw it over the middle. Touchdown! That's Holmes into the score. And as you see, the Scorpions strike there. Rapid City, you have to be proud with that result at getting the touchdown as Murray lines up the extra point. And it's up and good. So now Rapid City is in the lead after being down very early. So what do you think about that, Magic? All right, Magic's having some technical difficulties. I guess I'll be calling this game by myself for the moment. Murray prepares to kick it off. And it's up and into the hands at about the 10-yard line. And a good return here from Jackson gets them to the 27. And we see Matthews here with a bunch set to the right and a running back and Adebawale right behind him. They're going to hand it off to Adebawale. It goes up the middle. And, 4 yards there. Not bad. He's almost to 120 yards on 6 yards per carry. That's impressive stuff there. Now, what are we going to see from Jackson here? And what are we going to see from Rapid City to try and stop it? Matthews under center. Looks like a run to Adebawale, and it is. They're going to send him to the outside, but he's not going anywhere. That's a stuff on the play. Beautiful stuff there from Cordell Oracafor. Now it's 3rd and long here for Jackson.
In fact, the rest of this drive may get a little overcast.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game.
Matthews in the shotgun. He takes the snap. They're going to throw it. Goes deep. Broken up. What a play by the defensive back there. They were going for the wide receiver. But it just couldn't work. Matthew Milo was open there, but the defensive back hustled, made a beautiful play.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan.
Now, Rapid City's had some success defending punts already, but could they get a block here? No, they will not even get anywhere close. As the punt goes up, they're not going to get much of a return, but it's a decent one. Considering how close the defensive players were to start with. Now then, Rapid City has the lead and the ball, so you have to think they're going to be just running the ball out now. CJ Green having a rough day, though. Only 2 yards per carry. They're going to toss it to CJ Green. He's going to cut back up the middle. He's going to gain 1. So, you know, the woes for Green continue. He just can't get any production today against this stifling Jackson run defense. Now Zachary under center. Zachary drops back. He's going to throw it to the outside. Hit as he threw it. But a beautiful pass complete out there to the outside. And that looks like it's going to be Dante Green. Third down and short now, so that's a good result for Rapid City. As we see Green on the sideline. Zachary under center. He's got Holmes out wide. And an I formation set behind him. And they're going to pitch it, and it's going to get blown up by this contained defense. That's been happening all game long, and they still don't learn. Now Stefanski looks out comes out to punt this ball away. Jackson really did a good job defending there. And the punt is up. And the coverage from Rapid City really, really working for them. They're stuck at their 26, sorry. But they've got to go a long way to get this ball into the end zone. Or even in scoring range, for that matter. As Matthews under center definitely looks like a run to Adebawale. And they're going to give it to him to the right side. He's not going anywhere, though. He's stopped for a loss. Adebawale had 108 rushing yards at the half. But he just really hasn't done anything in this second half. They've really shut him down since then. And they're going to throw it to the outside on second down. It doesn't get them anything. In fact, it loses them yards. Adebawale couldn't turn that ball upfield. I don't know whether that was a badly placed pass from Matthews or if that was just Adebawale failing to turn his momentum upfield. But either way, it didn't work out. And now they've got third and forever from their own 24. So this is not a situation you want to be in if you're Jackson. They're going to drop back to throw. They're going to throw it short over the middle, and it's not going to get them the first down. But with 6 minutes, I think their thinking is that they can afford another defensive. They can afford to punt it one more time and try to pin Rapid City deep. Now, Rapid City, once again, had some success defending the punts earlier. Doesn't break through here. Can they cover well? Jackson surely can. Jackson stops the returner almost right in his tracks for the first time today. So Dante Brown can't really get any more return yards. But Rapid City, still at their own 36, doesn't have as far to go to get into scoring position. Maybe increase that lead a little more. Of course, if you're Rapid City, you're looking for the end zone here, so you can really make it a 2-possession game, or a really hard game for Jackson to get back into. They would need a 2-point conversion along with that touchdown. but Green gets stuffed as soon as he gets the ball here. They really cannot run the toss concept today. This defensive front from Jackson had Langston come up and hit him as soon as he got the ball this time. They've had a bevy of players come in to blow up the backfield, making a little bit of an adjustment at the line there, putting a fifth guy there, but it doesn't do much as they throw the ball to the receiver up the seam. I think that was the tight end there. But beautiful play from the Rapid City offense puts them into Jackson territory. As Zachary drops back, almost gets hit as he throws, and he just basically throws it away. And Higo is very clearly not happy. Now, it's second down from the 45-yard line. Zachary drops back. He's hit and sacked. Brings them back to midfield almost. To the 48. John Paxton, the safety, came in to blow up Zachary's line. Now, third and a mile if you're Rapid City. He's going to drop back. He's going to hand it to Green, and he is stuffed at midfield. He couldn't get anything from that. I think that was Blood Feaster in there again. Whoever it was, they made a beautiful play. And it forces Rapid City into punting. Now, from the 50, there's a good chance they can pin them really deep here. It's all just a matter of whether or not they get a good punt and whether or not they can cover. As they're wasting as much time as they can here. Smart play. Almost gets blocked. They really sold out for that one, and they're going to pin him inside the 20 on a fair catch. They really sold out to get the ball there. They just missed. Now, Jackson only needs a field goal to win, and with 3 minutes, there's almost no doubt they can get there. It's just a question of whether Rapid City's defense can hold up and whether Jackson's offense can produce. As they throw to the flats, and Adebawale gains them 5 yards. They're going to go hurry up here. And this is one of the most exciting bits of football, the hurry-up offense. You know, you never know what you're going to get. And this time, they get a deep shot over the middle, and it brings them into the Rapid City territory, the 37-yard line. That was Curtis, the fullback, or the tight end, actually, who just busted through, gained them a ton of yards. Out of seemingly nowhere. That's his only catch of the game thus far. As they're going to hand it to Adebawale. He's not going to gain them anything. Kaji Adebawale having a great game, but he's just, really slowed down this second half as Chrome Leak got in there to make the play. So, with only 2 minutes left in the game, I think Rapid City is feeling a little less confident than they would like to be at this current moment in time, because they're only up 1. If they had scored on that last possession, they would have been in a much better situation to win this football game, but unfortunately they weren't able to come up with a score. And Matthews in the shotgun, dropping back on 2nd and 10. He's going to get hit as he throws it, almost intercepted there. The pressure really got to him on that pass. And it made it impossible for him to get off a good throw. As it's 3rd and 10 from Rapid City's 37. If they can hold here, I don't think they're going to be able to kick a field goal. But, oh, it's picked off! Picked off by Rapid City's defense. Who was that? Taylor on the play. It's intercepted by Todd Taylor, who absolutely laid out to make this play. Look at that jumping interception. And that might have just won the game for Rapid City. With under 2 minutes and the lead and the ball, I think they can almost just run it out here. But they're only at their 8-yard line, so they might have to move the ball a little bit first. They're going to hand it off to Green. He's going to gain them some really good yards. That's 5 on 1st down. 1:49 remaining. Jackson only has 2 timeouts left after using that one there. Hugo Zachary having a great game thus far passing, but I don't think he's going to be attempting too many more of those now that they're, in winning position. Zachary's going to toss it, and it's blown up in the backfield at the 12-yard line. Jackson only has 1 timeout left, but they're hoping that they can, force a stop here, force them to punt, get some good field position, and move the ball a little bit, and then just kick a field goal to win the game. However, I don't know how well that's going to work because of this incredibly talented Falcons team. They really just need to get this. They don't need this 1st down, but they really need to hold if they can't. And they're going to run it. They're going to get the 1st down. That could do it here from Rapid City. As CJ Green comes up huge, stretching that ball for the 1st down. Now, I don't think they have enough time to take off the clock to where they can just kneel the ball out. However, nope, they might be able to here. If they just waste clock. They're going to be able, they might be able to just kneel it out here. So, I think this might be it for Rapid City. As they're just going to be wasting a bunch of time. And, as a coach in this league myself, I'm very pleased to see how both of these teams played. But you have to give it to Hugo Zachary for being able to lead his team back from nearly the dead, frankly. He had them in a position of great despair, and he just threw them out of it, frankly. And, I think the player of the game for me is, at least, it's got to be Holmes here. Because Holmes, he came up huge on the touchdown drive and scored a touchdown for the team. So now they're going to kneel it out, and that's going to be it from Rapid City, folks. As Rapid City holds on to win the game over Jackson 17-16 in a very tense game with a lot of action. And that is going to be final. The refs call the game, and that is it. Falcons win by 1, very narrowly, over the Crabs. As let's go to the post-game show. Rapid City didn't actually gain more yards than Jackson, but they used their yards more effectively. They also held the ball for a few seconds longer. As let's take a look here at the highlights. The early pass there to Randall. And then you see Zachary dropping back and throwing over the middle to a wide open Holmes, who, in my opinion, player of the game again, celebrates his touchdown. And there's another pass by Zachary, gets them into position to win this game, but they couldn't do anything on that drive. As you see Matthews throwing the ball super deep over the middle And that's to Curtis. Again, they couldn't accomplish anything on that drive, unfortunately. And that's going to do it from Rapid City. And the player of the game goes to Hugo Zachary, a much-deserved award. In my opinion, Holmes deserves it more, but, you know, Zachary did a great job leading this team out from the brink of losing, so he deserves this award. So that's going to do it, folks. I've been Karl, King of Ducks, with my partner, Mymajc, and all of us at the New Generation Football League. We thank you for watching.